I escaped Cuba 3 times. Before that, I got stabbed by 4 guys. They jumped on me because I was a judo player and they didn't want to fight me. They put a light on my face. I couldn't see anything. That's why in the first rounds I can barely see.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm with Hector Lombard. Normally we do introductions here. Obviously, we don't need an introduction. We know who you are. It's Hector Lombard.
What's up, everybody?
So I have a question. What happened with the Joel Romero fight?
They called me. Actually, it was on the fifth fight. On the fight.
Yeah.
Actually, on the 6th, and they said like we have a fight on the first.
Yeah.
And I say I'm in.
Yeah.
But I haven't trained. I didn't train for a long time. I've been doing a lot of things like taking care of my patents, taking care of my business, all of that. So I'm going through a couple different lawsuits at the moment. Like people trying to kind of like stealing my trademarks and everything. So through all of that, I haven't trained for a long time. So I said to the guys, yeah, okay, I get it. So it was already like 3 weeks. So and then I started training for 1 week. And then the next week when I traveled to, on the thing, I was training maybe like 5 days. And on the thing, I traveled to Republic Dominic.
Yeah.
DR. And when I came back, I came back super sick. So I keep stay pushing, but the whole week I'm super sick. So you have like another week, which is like interviews and everything. And I'm like, why I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Like it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So I pull it off. It's not like I've been training and then I get sick, or I've been training and then somebody call me. I just was going to do it for the love of fighting. But I'm not young anymore. Like I've been doing this because I'm going through an experience. I'm trying to do an experience about how life of a fighter. We're training, we're not training, drinking, all of that. I've been doing all of this together to see the effects, the ups and downs, the pros and the against you. And I'm like, no, I don't feel right for this fight. Like 1 week of training is impossible.
Yeah.
So I call it off.
How was it like training from Cuba? Like I've been in Cuba, I loved it. The pina coladas. I was at the resort and the beaches and everything. Oh my God, it was so fun. It's literally the best vacation.
It's fun for you, but not for me though.
Why? Because I'm at the resort. If I leave the resort, I'm cooked, right?
You fucked.
You think I get bum?
Nah. You don't gotta get bombarded, but what I'm saying is like the life that you gotta live is not gonna be the same life that people live there.
Yeah. So did you like it growing up there or no?
Not really.
How is
No, I grew up in a very bad environment.
like drugs and stuff?
No, no drugs and stuff, but my dad didn't like me. So since I was a little kid, my dad hated me.
Yeah.
So I grew up in a very hostile environment where my dad hated me, my mom didn't care about me, and on top of that, I'm in Cuba, which is like there's no food, there's no place where you can, even get the uh, get anything.
Yeah.
So it was super hard though.
Yeah. I went there and they didn't accept pesos. I was like, I thought they accepted pesos, but they only accept American money. So what do you think about the economic status there? Like
Everything sucks there, bro.
what do you want to happen though? You want them to join America like fully or
Of course I do.
yeah.
Doesn't work other way around.
Yeah. What's one of the craziest story? I know you got a lot of crazy stories. What's one of the craziest stories you have that you could say on camera? You don't have to say some.
I got a couple,
Yeah.
but I give you a few.
Okay.
I was a very good athlete.
Yeah.
I was in a national team, junior,
Yeah.
and I was in a national team. I was beating the guys at the national team.
For wrestling or
No, judo.
oh judo. Oh yeah. Judo, yeah.
And then I got involved with um, a guy who wanted to get my spot because he was the same way I was,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to fight the guy, but you know how it is. So I ended up beating him up. And when we went upstairs, because in a national centers you get to train and live there.
Yeah.
Is in a concentration camp basically.
Yeah.
So I'm going up to my room. The guy said, "Bro, the guy's coming with a knife."
What the fuck?
So already few weeks before that, I got stabbed by four guys. They jumped on me because I was a judo player and they didn't want to fight me. So they jumped behind my back. They stabbed me, and I'm already injured. And the guy is coming with a knife. I was like, I got a baseball bat the shit out of you. So I baseball bat the shit out of him, and I put him in the hospital. And then my whole life was suspended. I got suspended for life. Um, for the old judo tournaments in Cuba, that was very bad.
But they stabbed you. What? I don't understand. Like
I
they
was at the party. I was at the party, and I was a nice looking guy. And the chick that I
yeah.
was with, all the guys won up,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get up because I was with her. And that got me, into a fight. In Cuba, you can get into a fight so easy like that.
So you got in trouble for beating him up?
I got in trouble. I got in trouble to with the guy that I baseball by him. I
Oh,
got
you
suspended.
oh, but why'd you
But the
get
other guys,
yeah.
the ones that stopped me, they wanted me to press charges. I said like, no, I'm fuck, no, just leave it alone.
Yeah. So you got suspended for the baseball bat? Oh,
Life.
oh man, that's crazy. What are
As
they?
I'm in the street because I got life
Yeah.
suspended. Since got to the national head coach, which was Justo, that he got me back.
Oh,
After a few years. But in those years that I was in the street, I escaped Cuba 3 times.
you escaped?
I tried to escape Cuba 3 times.
What happened? Like, what? If you can say it, you don't have to say it if you don't want to.
What saved my life was me being an inventor,
But
and
how old?
that's why I become an inventor because um, I already been trying to escape Cuba
Yeah.
multiple times,
Yeah.
and when you go inside the sea,
Yeah.
the waves are like over 20 meters high.
You try to go through the water and get escape?
Yeah, we used to invent boats,
Oh man.
put it together, weather stuff like that. What we do, like the easier way in Cuba, what they do, they create a vase,
Yeah.
and you see all these the tanks for water tanks.
Yeah.
They make out of metal. They seal it, and they attach those tanks to a base, aluminum base.
Yeah.
So you get the aluminum base with the sealing, the water tank
Yeah.
seal,
Yeah.
so it floats.
And where'd you want to float to? Which part? Like which part of America?
Let's get to America.
Do you know which part? New York? Like what's close to Cuba? Florida? No.
Yeah.
Oh, in Florida, yeah.
So I
Oh,
did it 3 times. By the third time, I knew like the waves are super high,
yeah.
and I had my best jacket,
Yeah.
and everybody was laughing at me.
Yeah.
And when we go inside, the waves start to hitting it because we live in the Gulf.
Holy shit, man.
The air gets stuck in there,
Yeah.
so compress.
Yeah.
So the waves are super high. This is what people don't know.
Yeah.
The waves are super super high because the air pushes and the waves go high. And one of those waves smashed the whole boat
Oh, but you survived. They didn't, or what?
because I was the only survivor.
You were they died, the people with you?
They all died
Holy shit,
in
man.
front
These
of me.
stories are crazy, bro. Did they you so they drowned?
Everybody drowned in front of me.
Sorry.
I
What?
only float because I had the lives
Oh
associated
God.
that they were laughing. And
God.
that's why I became an inventor because through that invention is in my life.
Yeah.
And now I'm an inventor because
Yeah.
that was what really actually I'm here. I'm the only one.
So the boat like broke or like what happened?
When the waves go super high and goes down, it smash the boat.
And how'd you survive? Like you were in the middle of the sea, no?
It doesn't matter, but I was floating. Everybody was trying to swim,
Yeah.
but after a while, you drown because you cannot float.
And wait, who picked you up? Like where'd you like get off?
Some fishermen after, after a long time, maybe like I don't know the time, but I remember like that
Like a,
happened in the middle of like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning,
yeah.
and I remember
Night,
like
in the middle
at
of the
night, and then I remember like it was in the morning, all in the morning when they went by and
yeah.
they saw me and they just picked me up and they took me back to Cuba.
Wait, so you were in the middle of the night, like 4 a.m. You were in the middle of the sea with a life jacket.
In the middle of the sea, floating.
Bro, you gotta write a book or something, bro. Holy shit, man. These two stories are
Yeah, that's
crazy.
that's not even like one of my best stories, bro.
Oh, wait, hold up. So 3, 4, you were stranded with the jacket. When did they pick you up? What time?
In the morning, I could say maybe like around 5, 6 o'clock,
Okay,
because
so
they wake up really early to fish.
yeah. Were you scared that a shark was gonna eat you or something? Like you're in the middle of the sea.
Brother, you're trying to survive your life, bro. Who cares about the sharks?
Yeah. Well, there's a chance though, right?
I know, but who cares? You there,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
had no
I know.
choice.
No, I would have fucking died fucking fear, bro.
You
Like,
got no choice, brother.
holy shit, man. You gotta write a book, bro. You gotta tell me more, bro. More of these stories, bro.
I got so many stories that you go crazy, bro.
One more, please.
Um, I want you to, like expose this and let's see how you do it, right?
Yeah.
You remember when I used to fight for bare knuckle?
Yeah.
Um, my last fight against Juggernaut,
Yeah.
they they never made the guy make weight.
Yeah.
They asked the guy to jump in the ring. That's why I punched him up. But
Yeah.
before that, he went to my gym.
Yeah.
He went to my gym and I slapped him around and I said to him like, just bro, never come back here. But before that, he was always pushing. He was
Yeah.
always in my face, right?
Yeah.
So we went to the fight. He never made weight.
Yeah.
Um, and then when like I seen like it's wrote it up like he's all full on roids, right?
Yeah.
I never took anything for that fight. As a matter of fact, I haven't taken any drugs for any fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was juiced up. He was on drugs. He was never made weight. And it's funny because when I was at the locker room,
Yeah.
they had a guy from the commission
Yeah.
shaking all the stuff that I was drinking. And when I would say, for example, like, let me have a kombucha, the guy would say, no, only water.
What's a kombucha?
Kombucha is a product that is made here in America.
Oh, like alcohol? No.
No, no, no. It's kombucha is basically uh, made
Ice.
out of herbs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So they they were checking me the whole time, and then on my way to the ring,
Yeah.
they stopped me and they did an interview to me.
Yeah.
And they put a light on my face. I couldn't see anything. That's
Yeah.
why in the first rounds I can barely see, till the second round I start to kick it in, and then I start recovering my
You got
sight.
blinded by the lights?
Yeah, because they did an interview on my way to the ring. The
Oh,
whole thing was so set up from. You can look it up. The press conference. I'm sitting, and they allow him to come. Obviously, it was a setup. They allow him to come, and I'm sitting, and he grabbed the belt.
yeah.
He grabbed my belt, and when I go and attacking, they all jump on me. They all grab me, but it was all set up.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of stories like this. Like life hasn't been fair,
Yeah. Sure.
and I still going. You get me?
Yeah. I can't believe the ocean story is ridiculous, bro. Holy shit, man. Like,
Yeah. And the funny part is like it's funny because as I mentioned that story, my best friend,
Yeah.
he got killed at the club
Oh,
the same way. They grabbed him and stabbed him. And all these memories came along
yeah.
when they did that same thing to me. You
Oh,
look at the video, me at the press conference with Jagana.
yeah. Oh, I get it. I get it. But in Cuba, like, did you ever try going by plane or no?
Nah, I don't want to. I don't want to go to Cuba.
No, I mean like by plane. Like, did you try escaping by plane or no?
Nah, I don't want to go. Period.
No, I mean like from there, were you trying to escape from there with plane?
From where?
From Cuba to America? No, didn't work. Like a secret passport? No.
There's nothing in Cuba, brother.
No, I mean
You've been there.
no, I mean from Cuba. Were you trying? You said you were trying to escape to America, right? Did you?
Yeah, but I didn't anymore. After
Oh,
the last one, I said to myself like it wasn't meant to happen.
so how'd you get in America for the fighting?
Yeah, I was living in Australia. I became an American Australian citizen.
Oh, I get it now.
I'm Australian, right?
Yeah.
So I'm Australian citizen,
Yeah.
and I came here for training.
So when's your next
And
fight?
huh?
When's your next fight? You have a fight or no?
Not yet. I'm working on something.
Yeah, the lawsuits.
So besides that, I'm trying to. I'm looking for a home.
Yeah,
I'm looking for a place, a company where they're gonna treat me right,
yeah,
where they're gonna be fair,
yeah.
and where I'm not gonna get set up.
Like a organization,
Yeah,
because a lot of organizations set you up.
yeah. And
That's what.
it's funny because I was telling that to the Cuban assassin. I don't know if you know him. For
Uh,
me, he's the best bare knuckle fighter, right?
Cuban. What's his name?
His name is Cuban assassin. His name is um look it up. Look for the Gustavo Trujillo Cuban assassin.
I think I know Gustavo. Yeah, I watch a lot of bare knuckle. I think I've watched him before.
Yeah, he's the best
Yeah, yeah,
pound for pound for me.
yeah,
And I said to him like, bro, life is a business.
yeah,
And if the owner doesn't like you, he will kick you out of his company. Obviously, he's thinking in because he comes from the Olympic athlete. He's an Olympic athlete. He's thinking like it's gonna be the same as is in a professional sports.
yeah,
It's not gonna be that way. If the promoter doesn't like you,
yeah,
he would never have you. It's his business. It's his company. He
yeah,
couldn't understand that till that happened to him.
yeah. I understand. He just wants the money. He's
Yeah, the promoters run a company as a business.
Well, McGregor runs
And
that one, no?
huh?
McGregor runs bare knuckle, no?
I don't see he owns Ben. I think he's the face.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. I don't know him like
Yeah,
obviously, but
he's a good dude.
yeah. Last question. I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I also have to go to training because I'm training for a jiu-jitsu tournament, 5
Oh,
divisions.
nice. Best of luck, bro.
Thank you. Global combat. I'm gonna
I'm
win.
here. I'm here. Look, when you want to do an interview to a goat, you know what is the goat? You know what represents the goat?
Greatest of all time. Oh, that's your wife.
Rose. Nice
Hi, nice to
meeting
meet
you.
you.
She's the original Grace. She's the
Great.
original Grace.
Great. Oh, yeah.
Gracie, the Gracie family.
Oh, she's from the Gracie family?
Yeah, her father's cousin.
Oh,
No,
your
my
father's
father's
cousin.
not Carson. My father's Horian.
All
It's
right.
the same shit.
No, it's not.
They're all brothers.
So she knows jujitsu?
Of course she does.
But I run the tournaments and I work a lot with it. But
Oh, I see. Wait, so see, last question. I was gonna ask something else, but it's gonna be a romantic question. How did you guys meet?
romantic questions.
She's my friend, my brother.
She's your friend? I thought it was your wife.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're talking business here. Do you know what we're talking about today?
Yeah.
We gotta send you those raps.
Champs round.
You have to be the distributor in
It's really cool. So basically, he created the wraps and he has already the padding in, but he has the little hooks that most people don't have it, to put the fingers in. We're
Can I
working
order that
here.
online?
If you
Can
look
I order
around,
online?
it's all work. There's no play here.
Can I order online or no? You guys have a
of course
website?
you can. Cham
Yeah.
rap.
Cham Raps?
Yeah.
Pizza online? I'm gonna order right now.
Tap zo kan.